Well, today I'm back at Tranquille and I got all my gold panning stuff here to try my luck here at the Tranquille slots. I had decided to come out here in the morning actually. It's kind of the typical way that my adventures start out. I don't typically plan things out days in advance. I wake up one morning and say, well, I feel like doing this today. So that's what I end up doing, heading out and seeing what the day brings for me. I had taken a hike down to this path here in the spring, early spring, and it was pretty mucky and wet. So that was a little bit different than what it is now, but I see the cars are all still parked here. Geez, those are still good tires. Anybody need some 205 74 R15s? Call me, I know where to find them. So half my stuff is still in Kelowna, and when I woke up this morning, I was like, yeah, I want to go gold panning, but all my gold panning stuff is over in, it's about 2.5 hours away, right? So I go look in my garage, see what I got available to me, and my dad had he's kind of hung up his boots in the regards to gold panning, and he gave me his backpack that he was using and his pan and all that stuff. So I've got using the spare set here today. I don't actually have a classifier with me, but that's okay. We'll work through that. You know how it is, sometimes you can get off to a rough start when you don't plan things out. So packed all my stuff up and I'm out the door, and I'm probably only about 15 minutes from the spot, and I realized that I didn't have a snuffer bottle. So I had to run back into town to Surplus Herbies and quickly grab a snuffer bottle. I thought about, you know, it's pretty hard to lose the gold once you get in the pan, and I could just keep all the gold in the pan, right? But what happens at the end of the day is, like, you don't want to lose that gold, right? Find a bunch of flakes. I'm not going to be able to keep the flakes because anybody try getting those into their pocket and finding them and getting them back out again, I don't think that's going to work very well. So just out enjoying the day, because that's what you get to do in retirement. You just get to wake up and go have an adventure. Okay. So I just had a thought here. This is my dad's old gold panning bag, and I see lots of sand in here. I'm just wondering if there's any gold in there that I should be trying to get out. Have to make a whole video on that. I need to get over there. Wow, look at that. Perfect little spots here for gold panning, actually. All of this stuff is a natural trap. There's one over here as well. Let's go take a look without falling in. You see this one right here? Another good pool. But I want to go down there because I haven't been down there yet. Well, the water is nice and clear, that's for sure, and cold, refreshing. We'll take a look here. Nice, eh? Let's see what's around these next couple boulders here. I'm suspecting there's probably a decent place to pan there. Well, we'll go have a look. I think there's a ridge I can walk on there. All right. Whoop. I'll try to get a foothold here. Oh, shit. Oh. Okay. Let's go back up to the top. Try to get over there. Okay, let's try to make this a little easier. That would be nice, wouldn't it? The water's really moving past there. Okay. Whew. Bonus. We didn't die. Well, it looks a little deep in there. Gee whiz. Almost need to swim it. So I've decided not to go down there. I'm just thinking that I understand how all these Instagrammers get into these precarious situations here and they end up dying, right? So I'm more about having the adventure. When you're retired, you're supposed to just be smarter than that, which I'm trying to be right now. Well, they say sometimes that getting to your spot's the adventure, and in this case it definitely is. I'm gonna plan to come back again. I gotta pack a little bit different. I can't have hip waders, and I need some pool shoes or something so we can kind of swim across some of these pools, because I don't want to be that guy that you find out about on the news. I want you to find out through YouTube. So I got another video where I came down here and it was quite a bit different. It was early spring. Everything was still thawing out. It was very slippery and tough to get to. And I had a viewer comment on that video that's been down here before, and he was saying that if you go upstream 200 or 300 meters, it actually gets into canyons like this again. So I'm going to take that walk through there, or we're going to take that walk through there. We're going to see just what's down there, because I'm curious. Hopefully we can get some pans going here in the water pretty soon. Looks like a nice little rock. We can try a pan in behind right there. Why not? We're here to do gold panning. I don't have my classifier with me, so we're just going to have to pull all the big rocks off. Yeah, nothing in that pan there. Let's I'm gonna go upstream a little bit here and find a better spot there. And wow, this is very interesting corner here. Might not be a bad spot to dig, but we're gonna go up a little bit further, see if we can find another little spot here. Oh, look at that, look at that. Yeah, another canyon right there. Hey, wow. Well, thank you to that viewer for mentioning exactly that. I would never have thought to actually come up this way, honestly, because you can't see this from that other bend. Wow, no kidding. No kidding. Wow. What a great adventure. What a great time. From over there you can't see it, but yeah, man, probably wasn't even 200, 300 meters. I really like that. Wow, thank you very much. That is really cool. Water gets a little bit deep there. Just gonna go around into this spot. No kidding, look at that. Oh my goodness, it's beautiful. What a discovery. That is just amazing. That is so cool. I'm gonna walk up here a little bit. Should be a little easier walking here. The water's it's a little wider, so be a little calmer walking through. I'm actually up to my knees here in water level, but it looks like it gets shallower, so we're gonna just keep exploring here, taking a look here. Wow, yeah, this is really cool. Holy mackerel. Look at that. It's dropping off here to my waist. Okay, let's see if we can start climbing here. That would be good. Okay, yeah, we're getting shallower. That is something else. There's nowhere for me to put my camera down to record how deep that is, but that's what it is. That's what it is. Kind of looking at let's see how this narrows in here. Usually if it's narrower and calmer, means it's deeper. So I might actually be limited to how far I can go down here. Again, I might have to plan a little swimming trip to fully enjoy this little spot here, but we can definitely do a couple of pans in this area. Yeah, dropping right off here. Right up to my waist again. Let's see if it gets a little shallower on one side. Wow, this is really something. See my shovel? I only got a foot left there, so yeah, it's dropping right off here. So that's about as far as I'm gonna go through this canyon. I can sense another adventure coming on, that's for sure. That is really incredible, actually. So I'm gonna try grabbing a couple pans here for where I think might be a good spot. Maybe on the other side of this canyon here. I'll head over there, and we'll see if there's some gold here. Oh, so cool. So where would you dig if you were looking at this right here? I'm actually going to go to the other side of those big rocks on the other side of all this, because I would actually think that during the freshet, the water is just howling through here. So I've never claimed to be an expert here on anything, but I'm just trying to solve the puzzle here for this particular spot. And maybe some viewers will know. Actually, my thoughts is this. We've got the freshet come blasting out through there. And when we come this way, even though the river's coming here, right behind this rock here, which actually ends up being the outside, but the beginning of the inside corner over here, I see in behind this rock all kinds of gravel back there, and I'm wondering if that might be a good spot to dig. So I'm actually going to try there, and I'm going to try over here and behind a rock, maybe try and behind that rock over there, and see what we can find. We'll try to get in behind this rock. It's a little quick running water here. There's a lot of gravel in behind it. Actually, I'm gonna grab some of this gravel here. Oh, excellent, excellent. Oh, this could be good. Right in behind this rock, eh? Oh, it's kind of nice with the hip waders being able to sit right in the stream here. If there's any of you rock hounds out there that recognize something kind of good, you can tell me. I don't know any of this rock geology, but the soft stuff. I'm just hunting the gold color stuff here today. And if I see something else that's just kind of interesting, maybe I can keep that too. This is where I need to dig here. Oh, excellent. Let's see if digging on the bank proves to be fruitful. I can see a couple flakes there. Yeah. 3-4 pieces there. 1, 2, 3. I think there's one more in there. Grab my phone maybe and try to take a picture. There you go. Okay, we're gonna dig the same spot again. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. We got about 5 specks in there. We got more in that pan, so maybe if we keep going, I'll get a little bit more. Lots of gold in that one. Oh, so let's dump the contents here in the pan here and see what it looks like. What our take is for today. I guess it's kind of like putting fish on the stringer. Oh yeah, too bad. Gotta like that. I'd call that a successful day. Well, that was a great adventure today. We didn't drown. We had a great hike down, playing around the water a little bit and had some success. Digging some holes here and finding that flash in the pan. It's always rewarding when you see that. Thanks for joining me on my adventure, and I hope you're out there having your own adventure. And hey, we'll see you at the next one.